So I was just sitting here and I was like, if you can't hear the music, I apologize, because that won't make any sense. But I was trying to make Samus dance to the music, you know, because she's out here trying to have a good time. You know, she's stressed out. There's a lot going on. So she's just like dancing to try to change her mood up so she's not so depressed. I mean, you know, constantly by herself, seeing all these crazy creatures has number on anybody. All right, it doesn't matter if you're the most famed space hunter, Metroid killer person thing. Yeah. So anyway, this is the wrecked ship. You can't save here, so that's fantastic. I can't remember the last time that we saved. So hopefully Phantoon doesn't kill us, because that'd really suck. I think if that happens, though, I'm gonna like take over and make like a save state or something, because I'm not, depending on what I did earlier, I really don't feel like doing all that stuff again. I really wasn't thinking about the fact that you can't save while you're here, so that's pretty fun. Ugh, creepy ghost face heads. The most important thing to know when you fight Phantoon is we don't use super missiles when you fight Phantoon. And I did not know that when I was younger. I don't think a lot of people did. Like, you know, you just shooting at him. You use super missiles because super missiles do crazy damage. But when you use a super missile against Phantoon, he does crazy damage to you. Everyone's favorite fire eyeball monster, Phantoon. This guy sucks. You gotta wait for a stupid eye to open, and depending on how you're standing, it's a pain. And you can shoot the little eyeball fire things to get, you know, health and ammunition back. But if you don't get that shot in, a couple shots in, it just makes the fight annoying. And it's like, sometimes he gives you what you want, but like, most time he doesn't. And then God forbid you take the missiles off. Come on, man, where are you coming from? That's actually a pretty good grouping of shots. I mean, I don't know. Using the super missiles really makes the fight way more difficult than it needs to be. So that's probably what I remember, is just having like an awful time. Ugh. When you're not synced up with that eye, you just kiss any damage dealing goodbye. Plus, it also helps if we have like 80-some missiles. Excuse me, sir. Can't. Freaking really? Where are you coming from? You really should be dead by now. If I had like not messed around in the beginning of the fight, I'd be like, I'm gonna use that super missile. It's gonna be next to me. Yeah, dead. Nice. Alright, well, that's how it's done, kids. That's how you kill Phantoon. Easier when you have just a massive amount of missiles. When I was a kid, that death animation was so cool. It's not now. It's a little silly. But it was cool. Everything was rad. What am I talking about? Oh my god. I need to stop. So now you have these little robot guys that move in the direction that you shoot them in. So why is that important? It's not at all. But there's a couple rooms where you might actually want them to like fall in a pit so you can step on their heads so you can get things. Because that's a thing that you can do. But aside from that, they're just annoying. There's the map. I'll ruin it for you. The wreck ship's map is teeny tiny. There's not a whole lot of places to go. And it makes sense. Lore-wise, I'm interested to know where the wreck ship actually comes from. Like, Is this supposed to be like some sort of planetary vessel? Was this something that was always here? Like, the idea of a wrecked ship makes me think that, like, at one point this flew around and now it's grounded. The music in here is so strange. Like, the regular droning music is fine, but the weird, like, squeaking stuff is, like, super odd. It's industrial as hell. That's not industrial, but it's just weird. Like that. What do you suppose that sound's even supposed to be? I don't know. Kill these little weird ball-looking things. I don't even... There's just... Some enemies in this game is really difficult to tell what you're looking at. You can't go this way because you need to be able to jump up in the water, and, you know, right now we're not going to get a lot of height, so it is not worth our time. We could go and save, but we've killed Phantoon. There's really nothing else to be worried about, so we're not going to worry about that. Is this a spot? No, it's up higher. There is a spot that you can bomb that is not on the map. That's the other reason why the map's kind of pointless, because if they're going to put all these different spots that aren't even on the damn thing, like, what do you need it for? That's not it. All right, is this it? Did I pass it? No. I couldn't have passed it. But there's definitely a spot. I might be thinking of the other side. Anyway, you need to kill all these guys in order to get further. Also, this is kind of weird. I always thought that that picture in the back, like you see where the green part is, I always thought it looked like broccoli. I'm sure that that's not what it's supposed to be, but it just always looked like broccoli to me. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Like, I guess it's supposed to be something. Not really sure what. But anyway, we were supposed to go this way. This is one of those areas that, like, I never try to even 100%. I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to do that anywhere, but I don't even come close to the wreck ship because there are so many, like, stupid holes and crevices and nonsense that you're supposed to, like, find. And it's the wreck ship for me, I guess because the music isn't that good. Like, as a kid, I was just never interested in. I was never interested in exploring it. I was never interested in finding all the things. I was never interested in attempting to find all the things. I just didn't care. We are not going to sit here and restore everything, but I just need a little bit more. That's probably good. I didn't go the right way. Because this leads to a spot in Meridia that I kind of can't do anything with yet. Right? Or maybe not. Is this the spot I'm thinking of? Okay, no, this is the right way. Minus the spikes, of course. So we need to swing across. And hopefully not fall on the spikes too many times. It looks like Samus really wants to just immerse herself in just nothing but spikes. Well, whatever. Once you get over here, there's nothing you can do. You just leave. Just put on the grappling hook, and I'm just kidding. So, as a kid, I don't even think I ever got to this room without knowing what to do, because nowhere does it tell you that what you're supposed to do is turn into a ball. There's nowhere. Nothing. Because, as you can see, there's no, like, helper text throughout the game. So, I guess it would kind of just leave it all up to the instruction manual, but this was from a day and a time where, like, a lot of this stuff was not easily guessable because they wanted to have more longevity in the game, that they made you, like, have to figure it out, and, like, you'd have to, like, talk to your friends. Could you imagine we actually had to talk to people? It was awful. We had to talk to people and, like, ask them questions. Ugh. But anyway, once you get down here, go in here, shoot this little ball, and you get a spring. Yay! Just kidding. It's the gravity suit. We're no longer orange, guys. I'm sorry to say. We're purple now. I think that this is, like, the coolest suit. Yeah, there's different Metroid suits and different games that look cooler, but in terms of like the gravity suit versus the Various suit, it's the gravity suit all the way. Samus needs to be purple. That is how I remember her best, even now. And of course, now that we're purple, we can walk in water. We can run in water. We could do literally anything in water. We are as mobile as we could be. And it's not just water. It's also lava. Not to be confused with acid. And that's, like I said, part of the reason why I feel like they're two different substances. Because if it was acid, I mean, if it was all fire and lava, why can we move in some of it and not all of it? It doesn't make any sense. So that's why I believe that it is acid. And like I said before, it honestly might be. I'm not really sure. So now that we have our cool purple suit, I can't speak today. It's unfortunate. I'll just double check some things in here real quick and then we're going to leave. Because like I said, I'm not trying to get too many things in this area. But I just want to make sure that we didn't miss anything that's like super important. Newsflash, there is nothing that is super important in here that is left anymore after we got the gravity suit. The gravity suit also enables you to take more hits. It ups your defensive capabilities. I know that I didn't mention that, but I would be remiss if I did not. It's here? No, dude, I know it's over here. Maybe it's the left up there. But there's definitely a spot. This is the fake access to Meridia. There's actually nothing in this direction. If you go that way, like there's no treasures, there's literally nothing. So it's not even worth your time. Go this way, save yourself aggravation. We're gonna go to Meridia proper in a moment anyway, because that is where we need to be, and that is the path to progression. Through here. Of course, now that we have the gravity suit, like there's a lot of more backtracking things we could do. Many places we could go. Oops. Thought we'd be able to like wall jump off of that. Clearly, we cannot. This is the room that I thought was... This is the room that I thought was in... not Brinstar, but that other place. Starts with a C. I don't know what it's called, guys. You know, sometimes in these kinds of games, they give you these alien names, and like you're supposed to know and how to pronounce them, and I just like I don't. So I'm gonna go up here. I said we're gonna go up here, and we're going to go back to the beginning of the wreck ship because now that we have a little bit of extra energy, I don't really care to be here anymore. Because I don't believe there's anything else in here that isn't like missiles or super missiles, and we don't really need them. So we're just gonna keep it rolling. Honestly, we're almost to the end of the game anyway. It's one of those games where you can really beat it very quickly if you're not trying to 100% it. But, you know, if you are trying to 100%, it's going to take a really long time. Not a really long time. I mean, I guess it depends on what you consider a really long time. A couple hours. We've been playing for what? 2-3 hours? Something like that. So, it was pretty good. We're doing pretty good. I could definitely beat this today, I think. That'd actually be pretty cool. I haven't, actually, I've never one day recorded anything. I came close with Onimusha, but I think that was a 2-day recording. Even still. Oh my god. Remember that game? That game was so ridiculous. Those creepy animations of those characters. You know, they do have the second one. I did play that somewhat recently on an emulator. Maybe one day we could do that. The second one is like, for whatever reason, game companies are like, oh, now that we've made a super popular first game, we must innovate on the second one and turn people off to the original concept and totally change up the formula, because the second one, like, there's so many things that you could do or not do, and there's like trading minigame quests, and it like opens up paths for different characters to like follow you around or whatever. And it's like, it's just not Like, just let me play the damn game. Like, why do I need all this other nonsense? I don't know why we're going up either, guys. We're supposed to go to Meridia. It's off of Brinstar. We are in Crateria. Whatever. I don't know. Whatever. We're somewhere. We're not in Brinstar. That's all that really matters. So, if you were going to get, like, all sorts of other stuff, like, this is the time to go back and get all sorts of other stuff. Because you have not everything, but for the most part, you have just about everything that you would need to get yourself to endgame. Minus the thing that's in Meridia that we need to pick up. But you can kill just about every enemy that's in these areas. You can kill every enemy that's in these areas, and you have almost all the mobility upgrades. So you should be able to get to just about everywhere at this point. Like I said, I'm not super worried about it. There are things that we did talk about that I might go back and get just for the sake of me talking about them. But I mean, all in all, it's really just going to extend your play experience. So, you know, if you're having a good time playing the game, go look up all the stuff. And when I say look up, I don't mean like go on the internet and look up the answers as to where everything is, because that's pointless. Like, play the game, figure stuff out for yourself. But, you know, if you need a little bit of help, obviously you should use that. But, I mean, I guess you can play it however you want, but you don't want to really ruin the experience for yourself, right? Because then otherwise, what's the point of playing the game? I don't know. Anyway, I have gone on for way longer than I needed to. I will see you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to like and comment if you made it this far, and see you guys later.